All right, I'm going to go through a tool real quick today that'll help you out in a lot of ways with getting your schoolwork done. So if you left your iPad at school, your iPad just isn't working right, or you just prefer to use your computer for whatever reason, um, DocHub.com is free. It's awesome, super easy, and there's a variety of reasons why I like it, and I'll go through those as I kind of take you through a little tour of how to use this. I still use this thing all the time. I've been using it since I was in college, and especially for those of us out there who don't have the best handwriting, this one's really good. A feature that they added recently was you can just sign right in with your Google. So use your school Gmail account and just click sign in, and it'll take you right to their page. It's super, super easy to use. So here we go. All right, so I skipped the login page as part of the presentation just because, it does have not just my work email, but my personal one on there. So you'll have to log in first, but just make sure you're using your school email address. So if there are assignments that you're getting on Schoology that are PDF files and you don't know how to add in information to them, this is how you do it. Well, it's one way, but I find it to be really easy. So all you do is you'll download the file from Schoology to somewhere on your computer, in a predetermined folder. And from here, all you do is go ahead and click New. You can connect it to your Google Drive. So if there's a file that you already have on your drive, you can get it from there. In this case, I'm getting it from my computer. So by the way, I keep this just to me. Maybe you might use this to fill out a job application. Maybe you might use this on some forms that you get occasionally that require really small handwriting. That's what this is perfect for. So in this case, I'm going to install right from my computer, and I'm going to bring up some US history stuff because, well, I'm biased. So once the file uploads, it's going to show it to you as exactly like the PDF was, but now you get to mark it up. Now you get to type in your responses. So, this looks similar, and even the links are still going to work. So if you want to click and go through the lessons right from here, it's fantastic. But let's say we get to this box right here where you're supposed to have gone through a focus question and write a paragraph. Here's where this gets to be really, really cool. So you just click add text, and you can draw a nice big text box out here by clicking your mouse and holding it down. And there you go. Now you can enter whatever text you might like to put right in that box. So let's say you get the assignment done, and you realize there's a couple other things you might want to add. You can highlight using this, different things on the page. Let's say you're using this as a reading tool, you can do that. If you need to do something that requires you to like circle an answer or draw, an interesting contemporary shape on there, you can do that. Let's say you need to just block something out, you can use the whiteout tool and block it out that way. Or even sometimes on some fancy forms, you got to add a check mark in. There you go. You can even resize it, make it smaller, make it bigger. I'd advocate using a smaller checkbox because you want to make sure whoever gets these forms back from you can read them. If it's something where you've got to put a picture on, you can click right here and you can insert a picture. So a variety of ways in which you might be assessed or have to complete assignments, this is great for those. It really, really is. You can add in your own signature. So let's say once you grow up and you got to start filling out some job applications or any form that might need your signature on it, this is a great tool to do that. In the future, you're going down that road, you want help, let me know. I can walk you through it, but it's really simple. Here's how you would turn this kind of assignment in. Come right over here. This is the download export, and honestly, you can turn this in, at least to me, in two different ways. You can just download it either to your computer or to your Google Drive and then turn it into Schoology the same way you have any other assignment. But let's say, for some reason you just can't figure out Schoology, you can email this to me. So you click share or send, and all that you need to do is you can just click send as attachment, and boom, that's it. Just click send via Gmail and it'll send right to me. I'll acknowledge it. I'll check off that you've done it. But the easiest way, of course, and that way it also shows up in your gradebook, is right in Schoology. So here's a free tool. It's super easy to use. It's called DocHub. If you've got questions, you're stuck, please reach out. A lot of you have already. That's why I'm providing this video in the first place, is because a couple of you have sent me messages saying, I don't know how to do my work still, or I don't have my iPad. Well, here you go. Here's an alternative. I will work out trying to find an alternative for people using cell phones, but for right now, here's one if you're using a computer at home.